Hi, this is Brandy Shampoo with Exploring Expression. I help people become their very best expression of yourself so that you can make learning fun, easy, and natural, not just for your children, but for yourself as well, because you deserve it. And welcome, 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 welcome to Sunday at 7. It is 7 o'clock and Sunday night as we are getting ready to close out one week and begin another, jump headlong into a brand new week full of brand new adventures and brand new opportunities. Brand new opportunities. I just wanted to come on here for Sunday at 7 and share a little bit with you. Turn that off. So, how was your week? As you come on in, say something and let me know that you were here. And if you're watching this on the replay, make sure to hashtag replay so that we can connect with you because we're all about building connections with each other. So, welcome to Sunday at 7. How has your week been? We've had a fantastic week of learning and growing and accomplishing, both in business and personal lives in our homeschool. We're studying botany. We're studying all about plants. And my smallest child is studying gravity. We're studying gravity and we're learning about Superman and Shazam and things that fly and how gravity helps us stay grounded. How gravity helps us stay grounded. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about clarity and things we can do to gain clarity and to stay grounded in our lives and in our homes and in our homeschools, in our public schools, in our whatever kind of learning environment you have for yourself, you have for your family. Today, I just want to talk about how we can gain some clarity in our lives so that we can do things that we're already equipped to do even better, right? So let's get started. How to gain clarity, number 1. First thing we need to do is identify what matters. Identify what matters. It's a confusing time. There's lots going on. It's, between pandemics and hurricanes and weather and people and drama and politics and life and school. It's a confusing, complicated time. So how do we find clarity in the clutter? How can you find clarity in the clutter? Well, the first thing you need to do is identify what matters. Because I'm here to tell you not everything can be important. Not everything can be important. What is it? When you boil it down to the 2 or 3 things that truly, truly matter, what is it? If you could only accomplish one thing, what would that be? What really matters? So the first step to gaining clarity is to identify the things in your life and in your home and in your homeschool that are truly important to you, the things that matter. Right. Number 2, once you've identified those things that matters, it's time to set some goals. Set some goals. Because without goals, we're doing what? We're just wandering. We're just wandering. We need to have a point, a place, a destination to strive for. And that's what a goal does for us. It gives us a direction to go, right? Regardless of how fast or how slow we proceed towards it, having a goal gives us a starting direction. So once you've identified what's truly important in your life and in your homeschool or in your environment, in your home environment, then set a couple of goals. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to learn this year for your family and for yourself? What do you want to know in a week or a month or a year that you don't know now? So, set goals. Number 3. So we've identified what matters. We've set some goals. The third thing we want to do to gain clarity in our lives is to do one thing. To do one thing. You know, one of the things I talk about all the time is learn something new every day. Learn something new every day. And so to become clearer, to allow ourselves to be grounded in what matters, to have that clear focus of, I know what's important, I know what my goal is. How do I wade through all of the clutter to get there? And we do that by doing one thing. What can you, I read this great book called The One Thing. It's a fantastic book. And in it, the gentleman says, what one thing can you do now that in doing so, other things become easier or unnecessary? Isn't that a fantastic concept? What one thing can we do right now that in doing that thing, other things might be easier or unnecessary? Maybe it's making your to-do list at night. Maybe it's freezer cooking and storing some meals. Maybe it's, helping your children to learn to make their beds so that you don't have to make it. Whatever it is, what can you do to make your life easier? One thing. Let's start there. What can you learn now? What can you learn now so that in the future it won't be quite so hard to learn other things? What one habit can we put in place now so that as we move forward to our best expressions, the path is easier to navigate? What is it? And then do that thing. You understand what's important in your life. That was number one. You've set some goals. That's number two. So each day think, what one step can I take today so that I'm moving forward towards my passion and towards my purpose and towards the home and the house and the life that I'm meant for, that you're meant for? That's number three. Number four. Number four is a hard one. Number four is particularly hard for me. And some of you may share this. Dare to say no. Dare to say no. That can be easier said than done, isn't it? How do we gain clarity in our lives? How do we ground ourselves and keep ourselves moving towards what's truly important? Be okay with saying no. No, we don't need to take on all the projects. No, we don't need to learn all of the subjects this year because, hey, we still have next year. That's one of the things that I find that a lot of, especially new homeschool parents, tend to run into, this idea that I have to teach all of it. I have to teach all of it every year. And I say to them, do you? Do you have to teach everything? Because if you teach everything now, what are they going to learn next year? It's okay. It's okay to say, no, this subject can wait. It's okay to say, no, this activity can wait. Or no, I can't take on that extra project right now. Or no, I need these 5 minutes for myself. No, I can't get up and help you right now because I'm taking my breathing time. I need my moment of stillness. And be okay with that because you have earned it. You deserve the right to say no if that's what you need to do. Right? How do we gain clarity? How do we ground ourselves in what's truly important so that we can move forward in our lives? We identify what matters. We set some goals for it. We do one thing, do something to help us get there. And then don't be afraid to say no to something that will move you off that path. Because clarity is understanding and being at peace with our path. Not peace with our past, although that is also important, but being at peace with our path forward. With our path forward. Okay. Told you this was going to be a short one today. We're already to number 5. You ready for it? And I think number 5 is... When I say that number 4 was the hardest for me to understand and to grasp and to live in my life, I think number 5 was the most important. Of all of these, number 5 might very well be the most important. How do we gain clarity? We learn to accept the bad with the good. Learn to accept the bad. You know, there are 2 sayings I use in my house. And if you've been following along and watching these Sunday at 7s, which I hope you have, and I hope you continue to do so, so make sure to hit that notification and share this, you'll know that I live by a lot of short sayings. I'm a bibliophile. I love reading, and I love watching movies, and I love quotes, and I love sayings. You know, words are power. Words are power. Use them well. And so I have a lot of these little sayings that I repeat to my children and to my family and to my friends because they help. They give almost a mnemonic that helps us remember the concept. And so there's 2 of them I use for this particular thing. The idea of learning to accept the bad with the good is 1, not every day can be a good day. Not every day can be a good day. And sometimes we have to say that. Have you ever had those days which, if it could go wrong, it's going wrong? You know, today's been a great day for us, but not every day's like that. Not every day can be a good day, right? Some days are disasters from the moment you wake up. But you know what? To gain clarity, we have to accept that. Because you know what happens when you accept the idea that not every day can be a good day? Do you know what comes with that? You ready? Not every day can be a bad day. Not every day can be a bad day. Because in life we have good days and we have bad days. And so the other saying I say that's kind of the opposite to not every day is going to be a good day is this too shall pass. Gain clarity. Understand that whatever you're walking through, whatever fire you may be crossing through right now, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Not every day is going to be a good day. Not every day you're going to, I have a beautiful list that I make that says this is what we're going to accomplish today. And I have hot items and I have not so hot items and I have homeschool items and I have work items. And you know what? I don't get it done every day. Because not every day is a good day. However, and this is where it's important, I understand what's important. And because I understand what's important, I've set my goals, right? I understand what's important and I've set goals. And each day I say, what can I do today? That's clarity. That's understanding that something sometimes is enough. What can you do today? What one thing can you do that in doing so, other things become easier or unnecessary? It's a great book. I advise everyone to read it. It's called One Thing, The One Thing. And once you do that, when all of these other distractions, when all of this clutter, when all of this confusion comes in, be okay with saying no. Say, you know what? That's not meant to be on my path. And even through all of that, understand that there are some days, life isn't fair. It's not. One of the speeches, one of my more popular speeches that I give when I do public speaking, is called Survival Strategies for When Life Isn't Fair. Because it isn't. Some days, a tornado is going to come and bring down your daughter's school on top of them. Those are terrible days. Some days, You know, some days you're suddenly going to find yourself without the money for rent. You know, some days disasters happen. And it doesn't have to be a life altering disaster. It doesn't have to be heart failure or domestic abuse or natural disasters. It can be my kids just won't listen today. Have you ever had those days, you know, as a parent that I don't know who you are or what you did with my children, but please bring them back, right? And you get nothing accomplished. But clarity is the understanding that this too shall pass. This too shall pass because you have a purpose. Your household has a purpose. Your homeschool has a purpose, right? We're raising learners, not students. And learners are not completely waylaid by a bad day. We are learners. Learners are overcomers. They're explorers. Explorers find a new path when the old one becomes blocked. And that's clarity. That's understanding and being at peace with your path, even if you have to forge a new path. So that's what I have for today for you. Thank you so much for joining. And like I said at the beginning, share this with your friends or those you think you need to hear it. And you know, look at what's important. And when you wake up tomorrow, ask yourself, what can I do today to set my foot on the path to my very, very best expression? Because you deserve it. And until next week, I'll see you later.